call me crazy, but man, I think every single man in America and in the West should be doing some form of martial arts training if you're under the age of 35 for sure. I mean, just to give you guys a little bit of context, I've been doing mixed martial arts, specifically jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, for close to 2 years now, and it's helped my life in so many different ways. It's hard for me to even explain. When I first started doing it, I was scared shitless, just to be completely honest with you. I was terrified. I thought that every single person in the gym would be like this big, dick who, just beat me up the entire time. And that's is what happened. But you find that some of the people that go there are just the coolest people you will ever meet. And I think it's extremely valuable for young men and really men of any age, men particularly. That's what this channel is primarily geared towards. But I think men could benefit from this tremendously if they commit to this and do this for, at least a couple years, just to be able to understand how things work, how to defend themselves. It'll give them more confidence. And I think it's just going to improve your life in all aspects, right? I'm so glad that I got into it. I was terrified when I first started doing it. The only reason I think I started was because I had a buddy who was a little bit smaller than me, and he started taking it and for the first time, and he's like, dude, you need to start doing this. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm more athletic than this guy, so I know at the very least I'm going to be hopefully the second worst person in the gym, and I was actually worse than him. So, but my point is, there's so many benefits that come with this. If you guys are listening to this, you probably already know, or at least you've heard this before. You've heard Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo, Dana White, other people talking about the benefits of martial arts. And with the UFC being so popular nowadays, you guys see that all over the place. But I just want to give you kind of some of the things that I've learned in my life from doing mixed martial arts. And it doesn't matter if it's boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, where it's encompassing everything, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, any of these. I think you're going to get similar benefits from all those. So just to be clear, I'm not like saying you have to do jiu-jitsu or you have to do wrestling or anything like that. I think just getting involved in some kind of martial art is going to make your life significantly better. It's going to make you more connected to other young men your age, which is incredibly valuable. And it's going to help you in a lot of different ways. So I have 5 primary points I just want to talk to you guys about and how it's helped me out in my life and how I think you guys can get, very similar benefits from getting involved in martial arts like this. And the very first one that I want to start off with, it's probably pretty common knowledge, but it makes you more humble, right? It kind of resets the expectation or the understanding as to where you are in the totem pole when it comes to physicality and life. And it's a good, hard reset button, I think. Like if you're, more humble, it's going to help you in every single area of your life. It's going to make you understand, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't, go out there looking for confrontation or, trouble if someone bumps into me. Like, just apologize. It's not that big of a deal. So it teaches you to swallow your ego and just be okay with not having to be the tough guy. For me, that was kind of tough. I'm not some tough guy by any means, but I would get aggravated if someone like bumped into me, or like if I'm at the bar with my buddies and somebody like, spilled a drink on me, like, I might give them a funny look or just, almost agitating the situation more than I probably should. And to be honest, if I would have, escalated something like that and got into a fight, I probably would have gotten my ass whooped before because I didn't know anything and I wasn't prepared. So it makes you more humble. And I think that's incredibly important in this day and age. It's going to make you a better human being because of that. And I think that alone is worth, the $100 a month or whatever it's going to cost you membership for your gym. I think that's incredibly valuable. The number 2, which I think is just as valuable, is you're going to meet new friends. And, all too often nowadays, we just hear people they're just getting so isolated and feeling like they don't have anybody that cares about them, or they don't have any close friends besides maybe their buddies from high school, and they just feel lonely. I mean, you could look at the statistics. I mean, people like depression and loneliness and isolation and, depression medication, all this kind of stuff is just skyrocketing. Like if you look at the charts for this, it's fascinating. It's terrible, but it's very interesting. And just being able to be around new people and make new friends and, have a different friend group, it's incredibly important, I think. So like by me doing this, like I've got all my buddies at my gym. I know everybody's name. They all know me. I always walk up to them, dap them up. They always, say what's up to me. It's cool, right? I mean, you guys know how it is. If you go to a gym or anything like that, a gym where you just lift, or a gym where you work out, martial arts, all this different kind of stuff. Like, you have your buddies there, and it's cool. I think that's extremely important for men, like for us to have a little tribe of people who are just like us and have the same, beliefs, same mindset, same, ambition, and we all kind of enjoy this same sport, which is fighting, right? And, a lot of people would think that, you're rolling with a guy in jiu-jitsu or sparring with somebody in boxing or whatever, and you get done and you don't like that person. It's the exact opposite. Anybody who's done this or trained for any amount of time would agree with me. It builds mutual respect. So, I mean, you guys might be, trying to kill each other for, a 5-minute round, and then that bell rings, and then you guys go get beers afterwards or something. Like, it's super cool. And it builds a bond that's definitely different than anything that I've experienced, because I grew up playing basketball. I played in high school, played in college for a little bit, was not that good in college, but I had a very short career in college, kind of checked that box. But we never really got that type of experience. It was kind of more team-based. But this is like, I'm trying to kill you, you're trying to kill me, and then afterwards, like, we're going to slap, dap each other up, and we're going to be cool. So it's just a different thing that I learned, and it's super valuable, and I think it's extremely important for people to, expand their friend group and meet people that get outside their comfort zone when it comes to that. And meeting new friends and having a different group of friends like that has been extremely valuable in my life. I have a whole bunch of new people that I can call up, I can text, I can, I send them funny memes on Instagram. And it's good for my psyche and my mental health and everything else along with that. I mean, everybody's happier when they have more friends, right? Number 3 that I want to talk to you guys about is it's a phenomenal workout. I don't think I need to really explain that much more than what it is. I mean, but the reality is, like, I don't think there's any better source of cardio than fighting for your life, basically. So if you're looking to get in shape, that's a phenomenal way to do it. But just a kind of a quick little word of advice. If you were thinking about going to a gym and doing something like this, what I would do is just kind of work your way up, leading up to that first trial class. So what I mean by that is this: like, if it's Monday today, and next Monday I'm going to go to a trial class for jiu-jitsu, what I would do is just spend 30 to 45 minutes doing some cardio, just to be able to kind of train your heart and your lungs a little bit, and just kind of lead up to that first class. Otherwise, you're going to be in that class and you'll be like, holy shit, you have to stop. You might run over to the trash can and throw up. I've had to do that a couple times, and it's going to be more uncomfortable, especially if it's your first time. You're going to be a little bit embarrassed. So I would work your cardio up as much as you can before you started that, but by no means do you have to be perfect. I mean, there's plenty of people that gas out really quick, myself being one of them. But yeah, it's a phenomenal workout. I don't think I really need to say much more to that. Number 4, you learn to defend yourself. I mean, again, this is common sense, but I think that's extremely valuable. And, as men, specifically young men, our job is to protect and provide for the people around us. And if you have a girlfriend or, a mom or a dad that you're out in public with, they might be a little bit older, or, other people, maybe it's just your other friends. Like, you want to be able to defend yourself and defend the people you love. And if you have that skill set of being able to do that, you're in good shape, you're more physical, and you understand how to fight, you're going to be much more prepared for life when you're going out. When you go to bars, you're going to be much more confident. When you go, on dates with your girl, you guys are walking around holding hands. What happens if someone just walks up behind you and punches you? Like, you're going to be able to defend yourself in different types of situations, and it's going to be translatable to every single aspect of your life, and that's invaluable. Being able to defend yourself is extremely important. I like guns. I love shooting guns. I have a concealed carry license, but at the end of the day, man, you have to be able to defend yourself with in any type of situation. If you don't have your gun with you, what are you going to do, right? So I think it's extremely important to know how to defend yourself, at least at a very bare minimum level. Know how to throw some punches, know how to sprawl, know how to wrestle, know how to stop some takedowns, know how to pin somebody on the ground if you are able to trip them and knock them over, whatever it might be. Just understanding the very basics, that alone is going to put you ahead of 80% of people in America. Most people are fat, lazy, out of shape, and stupid. That's the reality. So If you guys are able to do that, you're going to be head and shoulders above most people in terms of being able to defend yourself and being able to fight, which is very important. And the last thing I want to talk about as well, number 5, is it's going to give you more confidence. I mean, that's, again, none of this stuff is groundbreaking material. I mean, there's not like anything that I've said here that's someone's going to be listening to it. They're like, I didn't know that. But the reality is it's just fundamentals. I mean, all this is helping you to become a better person. And if you have more confidence from your training and from knowing that you're working hard and knowing that you're in shape and knowing that you can defend yourself, and knowing that you also have other guys in your life that are on the same exact path, it's going to make you more confident. And honestly, what's more valuable in life than your confidence? Like if you're walking around and you're scared and you're insecure, there's nothing more miserable than that. And because it's just constant anxiety, right? This is the exact opposite. You're going to get in better shape. You're going to make more friends. You're going to be more humble. So you're going to be less egotistical when it comes to different types of situations, which is going to make you happier, by the way. You're going to know how to defend yourself, and you're going to be more confident, right? So, guys, I highly, highly, highly encourage anybody, especially men. Again, that's who my advice is primarily for. I think it's valuable for girls to know how to do this kind of stuff, but I think it's far more valuable for men to know how to defend yourself. And I think if you spent the $100 a month or whatever it comes out to be, I think my gym is like $80 a month. But I promise you, if you guys invest in that gym membership to go to a jiu-jitsu school or a boxing gym or a Muay Thai class, whatever it might be, you are going to be so happy that you did. You're going to be scared shitless. I can guarantee you 2 things. You're going to be scared shitless walking in, and you're going to be happy as hell that you did that walking out. And those are the only 2 things that I can guarantee you. And everything else is up to you. How hard you want to work and how far you want to take it is completely up to you as well. But I highly encourage everybody who's listening to this to find the courage just to go to some kind of gym like that. Start training martial arts. If you're scared, that's fine. I was terrified. Text a buddy to go with you, right? Drag people along, right? The first time you do anything is always a little bit scary. So if you got to do anything, bring your buddy with you so you can go and be a little bit more comfortable to take that very first step. And then after that, it's going to be something that serves you for the rest of your life. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments if it does. And that's all I have to say. Cheers.